Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, 7th day of January. Here we go. Today, another timing halacha, this one having to do with mincha. Especially in this time of year, there's a very small window in the afternoon for you to get your mincha in, and let me describe to you exactly when it starts. It's not exactly what we call afternoon on the secular calendar. It does not start from 12 noon. The way it starts is, here's how it works. You take chatzos, the middle of the day. The exact middle of the day is calculated from daylight to the end of daylight. Okay, you take daylight to daylight and divide that in half. And let's say that comes out like to this time of year. I think that's around, just roughly, around in Baltimore area, around 10 to 12 in the a.m. Okay, just before lunchtime. That's the middle of the day. That's too early for mincha. Then you add a sort of half an hour. I have to explain what I mean by a sort of half an hour. You add a sort of half an hour onto that time, and that's called mincha gedola, and that's when you're allowed to daven mincha in the afternoon, the earliest time to daven mincha. Now, that sort of half an hour that I just described to you is not 30 minutes. In Halacha, what we do is we take the daylight hours of the day, divide them into 12 parts, and then those 12 parts are each called an hour by the Halacha. So that in the daylight times, in the winter times when daylight is short, so the hour, the halachic hour, is less than 60 minutes. It's actually sometimes as short as 45 minutes. And those are called the shozmanios, the halachic hours for that time of the year. A half of that would be a half an hour halachically. So a half an hour halachically at this time of year is somewhere around 25 minutes. So you take that 25 minutes and you add it on to the middle of the daylight time, and that's mincha gedola. That's the earliest time to say mincha in your area. Like, for example, the Baltimore area, right now it's around 12:30 or 12:35 approximately. In your areas it may differ, but that's the earliest time to say mincha, when it's mincha gedola. If this is a little too complicated for you to figure, there are places where you can get calendars that tell you the mincha gedola for your city according to the way the sun works in your area, and whenever mincha gedola is a halachic half hour after the middle of your daylight time, you can actually figure it out yourself. That's when the earliest time to say mincha is. I know one site on the internet where you can look it up. It's called Eish Luach, and just go to Eish Luach, or Kal Luach, some people call it, with the K-A at the beginning of it. And sites like that will actually give you a calendar for every Jewish city on earth today. And you can look up your mincha gedola time or anything else like that. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.